إن الحمد لله نستعينه ونستغفره ونستهديه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فهو المهتد ومن يضلل فلن تجد له وليا مرشدا أما بعد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته and welcome to دروس Ramadan 2020. Today I want to start with a story. There was a very pious creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This creation worshipped Him day and night. There wasn't a part of the heavens or the earth that this person didn't go and worship Allah. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala promoted this person's ranks and gave and honored this creation. And then one day, after putting in all this work and being promoted to the very high ranks with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, إِنِّي جَاعِلٌ فِي الْأَرْضِ خَلِيفَةً. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, I will make a Khalifa on earth. I will make a new creation that's going to be the Khalifa of the earth. And then He told the Malaika and Iblis, this pious creature, to make sujood. After all that work, making ibadah and worship day and night, you find out that this new creature that hasn't done anything is higher than you in ranks, and now you have to make sujood. So he disobeyed Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and he got frustrated that someone else came and outranked him. Now I'm going to tell you the story of another creature. This creature, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had already decided their fate. He already decided that He is going to put this creature in a specific place. They're not there now, but they're going to be there. And everybody knows except this creature. Everybody knows. And so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells this creature, do whatever you want, just stay away from this specific thing. And because this creature was tempted, they didn't listen. They disobeyed Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and they did the thing they weren't supposed to do. And what happens? They were taken to the place that they were going to go to anyway. That everybody knew they were going to anyway. Sayyidina Adam was always meant to be a Khalifa on earth. But that's not where he started his life. And when he disobeyed Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and ate the fruit of the tree he was supposed to stay away from, he was cast down to earth. But he was always going to go down to earth. But instead of complaining and feeling wronged, he felt accountable for his actions, and he made tawbah to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He felt guilty because he knew what he did was wrong. He knew that he made his own mistakes. On the other side, Iblis didn't take accountability for his actions because he felt wronged. Taking accountability and responsibility for something does not mean that it's your fault. And it is from Shaitan's character to prioritize blame and hurt over accountability. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله ولتنظر نفس ما قدمت لغد واتقوا الله إن الله خبير بما تعملون. O you who believe, fear Allah and let every soul consider what it has forwarded for the morrow, the day of judgment, and fear Allah. Allah is aware of what you do. This ayah and many others say that we will be held responsible for all of our actions. Whether we felt justified or otherwise, we will have to answer for all of them. Listen to me. Everything you do, you are accountable for. You. And we all know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala holds us accountable for all our actions after reaching puberty. But why? Almost all developmental psychologists accept that between birth and the age of around 12 years old, a child goes through different developmental stages where fundamental thinking processes are learned. Until the age of 12, a child cannot reason abstractly and scientifically. This is narrated by Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam. Ibn Abbas said, a lunatic woman passed by Ali ibn Abi Talib. He then mentioned the rest of the tradition to the same effect as Uthman mentioned. The verse said, do you not remember that Rasul alayhi salatu salam said, رفع القلم عن ثلاثة عن المجنون المغلوب على عقله حتى يفيق وعن النائم حتى يستيقظ وعن الصبي حتى يحتلم قال صدقت قال فخلها عنها سبيلها. There are three whose actions are not recorded: a lunatic whose mind is deranged till he is restored to consciousness, a sleeper till he is awake, and a boy till he reaches puberty. Now the reason that is important is you need abstract thought to be able to stay away from certain things and do certain things completely for a creator that you cannot see or feel or be able to question and understand the system of Islam. You need to have reached the age of puberty. At that point, you're capable of doing the right thing against your family's beliefs and capable of taking accountability like an adult. Like children, however, let's face it, we all perform better when we're watched. If I'm studying, I'm gonna study way harder if my father is sitting next to me looking at me. Not with me, because I'm already watching me study. I'm gonna be amazing. I'm gonna use a ruler. I'm gonna highlight. I'm gonna use different colors. I'm gonna sit for hours. I'm gonna be the best student you've ever seen. Why? Because I know I'm being watched. We are more likely not to let our nafs choose the wrong thing to do. There's been a number of studies in psychology, like the Hawthorne effect, where it shows evidence that you will do a better job if someone is watching you. This doesn't mean you have to be watched by a person. This means you need to remember that you are always being watched by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala a'lam bi khalqih. He knows His creation best. He knows us better than we know ourselves. And repeatedly in the Quran, He reminds us that He is watching us for that exact reason. Inna rabbaka labil mirsad. Indeed, your Lord is in observation. He is constantly observing you. هو الذي خلق السماوات والأرض في 6 أيام ثم استوى على العرش يعلم ما يلج في الأرض وما يخرج منها وما ينزل من السماء وما يعرج فيها وهو معكم أينما كنتم والله بما تعملون بصير. It is He who created the heavens and the earth, one earth. It is He who created the heavens and earth in 6 days and then established Himself above the throne. He knows what penetrates into the earth and what emerges from it, and what descends from the heavens and what ascends therein. And He is with you wherever you are, and Allah of what you do is seeing. يَعْلَمُ خَائِنَةَ الْأَعْيُنِ وَمَا تُخْفِي الصُّدُورِ. He knows that which deceives the eyes and what the breast conceals. الَّذِي يَرَاكَ حِينَ تَقُومُ وَتَقَلُّبَكَ فِي السَّاجِدِينَ إِنَّهُ هُوَ السَّمِيعُ الْعَلِيمُ. He sees you when you arise, and your movement among those who prostrate. Indeed, He is the hearing and the knowing. So we know we need to constantly remind ourselves of God's presence and the fact that He will one day hold us accountable for every single conscious decision me wake one day. So we need to constantly remind ourselves of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's presence and the fact that He will one day hold us accountable for every single conscious decision we have ever made, regardless of the situation. Being accountable means fighting the bad in you and striving for the good. And may Allah make our efforts easier. Allahumma ahdina bihudak waj'alna mimman yusari'u fi ridak ولا تولنا وليا سواك ولا تجعلنا ممن خالف أمرك وعصاك وحسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل والحمد لله رب العالمين. Inshallah, I will see you all tomorrow.